Good morning, my gorgeous friends on the internet. Hope you are doing well. I know this current situation in the world is kind of messed up, so hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying inside if you can. Fortunately for me, I can stay inside. I've been staying inside for the past month anyway because I've been working so much on the course, so I'm pretty okay. Again, shout out to all of you who are under quarantine. It's gonna be over soon, don't worry. Anyway, today what we're gonna do is something more fun, something more unique, because I'm tired, I'm sick and tired of seeing websites with the typewriting effect. Hello, my name is John. I am a designer, developer, medic. It's time to stop. So what I thought is I want to do something more unique that you normally don't really see on landing page websites. So I kind of wanted to incorporate a nice image because a nice image makes up like 80% of the feel and look of the website. So a very nice image, but I also wanted to make it dynamic and interesting. So I thought I'm going to do some kind of blending with a video. Take a picture, blend it with a video, and then also move the picture in a way. So here's what I came up with. Take a look. We have this double exposure weird effect thing that we're going to create today, and you're going to learn it, and you're going to love it, and you're going to add it to all of your projects, and then it's going to be, everybody's going to do it, and it's not going to be fun anymore. Damn it! Why am I doing this? Then before I do get into it, I want to share that I have a huge discount on my HTML and CSS course. So if you're interested in that, if you want to bump up your skills in HTML and CSS and also build out some actually like very nice projects, I have a 40% discount right now that you can check out in the link in the description below. So you can get it for like $12. That's like Udemy prices. Come on, everybody. That's worth it. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so let's see how we can create this effect. So for this one, we're gonna need DaVinci Resolve. Again, you can get this for free. If you go to DaVinci Resolve, Blackmagic Studio, whatever they're called, you can download their program here. It's a video editing tool, and it's gonna help us kind of figure out what is gonna look good. So what you need is an image. I got this one. And what you kind of need is something that is dark and the background is very white. All right, it doesn't have to be perfectly white because we can change that eventually, but that's kind of what you're looking for. If you don't have one, if you have a different one, that's fine. You can also use Photoshop or something and cut it out. So if you have something like this, you can cut out the model, all right, and then just add a white background to it. So that's gonna work too if you wanna do that. But to keep it simple, just search for something that has a white background. Again, you can find this on Pexels if you want, but I picked this one because I thought it was very good. Okay, so that's one, and then you're gonna need a video. All right, just something interesting like a landscape in the background, something like this. I'm using the sky here, so something that's very bright in the sky, because that's gonna be transparent when we apply the blending effect. All right, and we're gonna see the clouds because they're darker, and up here it's gonna be perfectly white. All right, so these are the two things that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna open up DaVinci Resolve and I'm gonna drag everything in here. All right, so I can go here to the Edit tab and I can do all my work here. So I'll drag in the image up here, like that, and I'm gonna drag the video also here. Actually, I'm gonna drag this up like that and this underneath like that. Okay, so what I wanna do is I wanna blend these nicely together. So first of all, I'm gonna select the lady here, and I'm gonna go here to the color tab. Again, the goal is to make this white thing look perfectly white. So what you can do is you can go here to this curve tab right here, or it might be here, one of the two. All right, but this one with the kind of S looking shape, and you're gonna be presented with this. This is the curves. And the way curves work in a nutshell is you have your dark values down here and your high values up here, your highlights. All right, so the bright spots are here and the dark spots are there, and then you can modify. So if I hold down here and drag, as you can see, the darker parts become even darker because I'm dragging it towards the dark side here. If I drag this up like that, I'm making the dark values of the picture open up in color. All right, so I'm gonna Control Z and reset this. So what I want to do is kind of just drag this point a bit to the left, all right, till everything is white. So I'm gonna go like kind of here. All right, that makes everything nice and white in the background. And now what I can do is kind of make this picture a bit darker. So I'm gonna go here towards kind of like the lower middle part and just drag down like that a bit. All right, so she becomes a bit darker. Okay, something like that. We're gonna adjust this later on if it doesn't look good. But now I can go back here to the edit tab. I can select her and I can go to composite mode up here. If you don't see this, you can hit this inspector tool up here. And then we're gonna change it to add. There we go. All right, so that's what we have. All right, now we can try different ones. I think add works very nicely, or screen, or lighten. Let's see, lighten. All right, that's lighten. Let's see, screen. Where is screen? Screen. All right, so you have a few options here. I think I'm gonna go for add. Yeah, let's go for add. That's a bit more intense. It looks interesting. Okay, so now what I want to do is kind of make, actually, let's see, I'm not sure again, I'm indecisive. I want to make this background here with the sky very white, okay? So I'm gonna select the clouds and the sky, go back to the edit tool again. Did I select it? No, I'm gonna hit here. All right, there we go. Now what I want to do is kind of the same thing. I'm gonna bring this till it's very white. All right, just go up here like that. Something around there. All right, I'm gonna add some contrast to these clouds. I'm gonna just bring this down like that. Okay, kind of the same thing. Let's go back and see what we have now. All right, so as you can see now, it kind of cuts off her head. So let's try a different blending mode. Add, lighten. All right, so that's interesting too. Now you can see the clouds very nicely. So I think we're gonna stay at lighten. Overlay, that's not gonna work. Again, that's the nice thing, you can kind of mess around with these. Yeah, so let's go back to lighten. All right, we're gonna stick with that. Again, you can kind of adjust the curve to get a different desired effect. So you can always go back here to the curves and look at that. We can adjust and kind of, maybe you want something like that. So only the model, like you get the shape going there of a woman, but you don't see any of her details. I personally want a bit of detail. So I'm gonna do something like that. Okay, I can bring like the highlights of her face a bit down so it's not that visible, but I do have some kind of shape. Okay, there we go. Now we have a problem though, because if we export this picture, we're gonna have some white bars going here. We don't have white bars because what we want to do in the website is we want to cover up the whole video with white here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I think, I'm not even sure, I did it in Affinity Photo or Photoshop. You can do that. You can import this picture and then you can just add some squares. Let's see if we can do that. You can probably do it in DaVinci too. You can go here to generators, solid color. I'm not sure if I can export it though. So I'm gonna drag in a solid color up here. All right, from here, this toolbar, and let's just change the color to white and let's see if we can achieve this. All right, oh, you have to hit OK down here. There we go. So now I think I can crop it. So I can go again to the inspector here and to the crop. Let's crop it down like that. All right, something like that. And then we can duplicate this. So I'm gonna drag it up here and I'm just gonna crop the other way. So I'm gonna bring this back. I'm gonna crop this part like that. Okay, so there we go, that looks good. So now let's see if we can take this. I'm gonna zoom out holding Alt, you can zoom out. I'm gonna take these three, all right, the white colors and the model, and I'm gonna go to right click and new compound clip, and I'm gonna hit create. All right, and that's gonna put everything together as one single layer. So now we can go to the color tab here and we can export this. Okay, so let's export this. I'm gonna right click on this, hit grab still, right click here again, and we can go to export. Okay, I'm gonna drop it to my desktop here and I'm gonna select JPEG and I'm gonna call this lady and I'm gonna hit export. Okay, so that's perfect. Let's take a look on the desktop. This is what we have. Perfect. Okay, now I want to export the video, so I'm gonna get rid of this picture. I don't need it. Actually, what I'm gonna do is kind of cut it off right here. Actually, you know what? Let's kind of make this blend. So I'm gonna go, let's get rid of this. I'm gonna cut here at the end of the picture. Let's get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. So let's take a look at what we have. All right, so I'm gonna take like 3 seconds here, or 2 seconds. Let's go 3 seconds. I'm gonna cut this. You can go here to the razor tool if you want. All right, so cut. We're gonna grab this and delete it. I'm gonna grab this one, and holding Alt, I can duplicate it, drag it over here. And what we can do is I'm gonna reverse this so it blends in nicely. So I'm gonna right click, let's go to change clip speed, and I'm gonna do reverse speed. So I'm gonna give this weird effect like this. Whoa, all right, that looks interesting. And then it's gonna perfectly loop over here. So it's gonna go over and over. Okay, so let's grab this whole thing and export it. So I'm gonna go here to the deliver at the last tab. All right, make sure this is dragged all the way here like that, this thing, all right? So it exports everything. And let's give it a title. I'm gonna call this Sky. Let's go here to format. We're gonna change this to MP4. And everything here is fine, 1080p. You can lower the quality so it's not that large on your website. You can go to something like medium or high. I'm gonna do high. We're gonna see how large this is. Let's go here to the desktop. I'm gonna Sky. I'm gonna start render, and that should be it. Let's take a look. Minimize everything. Let's see how large this is. Properties, 18 megabytes. All right, it's still high quality. Okay, let's export again. All right, let me get rid of this one here. All right, 1080p. Let's do medium, low. All right, let's try that again. Replace, start. Should be smaller, it's not a long video. 10 megabytes, why is it making so large? Anyway, you can compress this video if you want on the internet, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it like this for now, but again, you should probably compress this anyway. We're not gonna waste that much time. Okay, so I just have an empty project here. Oh, this is another project. I don't know what this is. Cinemagraph. Okay, I'm gonna just make a folder here for these two things. Assets. Yes, assets. I'm gonna grab these two, just bring them in. Not in this one, in VS Code. Drop those suckers in there. Let's open up live server and see what we have. We have nothing. Wow, amazing. Okay, so let's create kind of a, I don't know, container. I'm gonna call this hero. And I'm gonna drop in the image here. So let's do assets, lady. Okay, there we go. So that's good. Now let's bring in the video too. I'm gonna put it below her, video, source, assets, sky. Okay, now the problem is this is down there and this is up here. So how can we solve that issue? Well, we can take that container that we have, the hero container. So let's go here, say hero. I'm gonna give a min height of 100 VH. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a position relative to this one. And now I can take the image, hero image, and I can add a position absolute to this. All right, so now I can put the video behind. All right, so now I have the image here. I'm gonna add a left of 0 and top of 0, like that. All right, and let's add a height of 100%. Okay, and let's also take the video, hero video. I'm gonna add a position, absolute. We're gonna copy the same settings. You can drop this here as well, like /video, but okay, so there's the video too. Let's add a width of 100% to this. So it's stretching all the way out. Okay. Let's see, where is this ending though? All right, so where is my container here? Hero container. Okay, so I want this to kind of stretch all the way out. Let's do object, fit, cover. There we go, so now it stretches all the way out. Perfect. All right, so now what I can do is I can take the image and put it on top of the video. So I can do z-index1. All right, as you can see now it's on top there. Let's also add a width of 100% to this, like that. And I'm gonna add an object, the ambulance. Object fit of cover. There we go. Lovely. So now what we can do is go to the image and we can add a blend mode. So we can say blend, mix blend mode, and we can use the one that we used. Which one was that? Lighten? I don't know. I have a short memory. Let's go back here. I'm gonna bring back that image. Oh, it's not here anymore. Well, let's check it out. Add. I think we used add. Add or screen? Lighten. That's the one. Oh, there we go. So there we go. That's what we have. Now, this doesn't move though. How can we make it move? So we can go back here to the index HTML and you might be like, oh, super, I can just add autoplay. No, that's not gonna work. You know why? Because you cannot autoplay videos anymore. Only if you add a mute to it, a muted, then you're gonna be allowed to do it. So there we go. Now we have this awesome effect on the clouds. There we go. And now what I also want to do is add a loop to it. There we go. So that's cool. So now what we can do is add a slight animation to her. So I'm gonna create 2 keyframes here. Let's do keyframes. And let's do first a reveal keyframe. And we're gonna go from, let's do from opacity 0 to opacity 1. Let's go here to the image, reveal, animation, reveal. We can add a 1 second ease, maybe a 0.5 seconds delay. All right, but as you can see, since we don't have this image on top anymore, we're gonna see the background. So let's add this as well down here. And now what we need to do is actually, let's add an opacity 0 to both of these to start from 0. All right, as you can see, you have that weird effect. All right, so what we need to do is, let me think. We're gonna bring her in first and then add the delay. So let's bring in her first. What's happening? Okay, let's add forwards so it stays at that final animation, because right now it reverts back to opacity 0. All right, so there we go. We have this interesting effect reveal thing. Okay, there we go. So that's it. You can also add another one if you want to kind of move her around. You can create another keyframe. Keyframes. Let's do a swing or something, and we can do from to, let's do a transform. Let's do a rotate Z maybe, from like 0 degrees to transform rotate to something like 3 degrees, all right? Nothing too crazy. So now what we can do is we can actually add another animation on top of this one. So just by adding a comma, I can do swing, 1 second, swing, 1 second ease, infinite, alternate reverse, hit save. Is that working? Oh, we're doing it on the video. So let's not do that. I'm gonna cut this out. Let's go here, up here. Forwards, comma, swing, hit save. All right, but now you get this weird effect because the video is revealing itself. So you know what? What we can do is go here to the container. All right, let's see how we can fix this. Overflow hidden to this. All right, so we don't get that weird effect of like scroll bars appearing everywhere. But we still have this thing here. So I'm just gonna make, I think I'm just gonna make the video smaller here. Let's do video. I'm gonna remove the cover. Screw you, cover. All right, and I'm just gonna make the height smaller. Let's do 80. or something like that. Well, no, that's not gonna be good because it cuts her off here. Let's go back to height 100. What we can do, let's just make this wing with the video. I'm gonna copy this wing. I'm gonna add it to the video too. That should fix it. I think so. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this one. Hit save. All right, there we go. And I'm just gonna lower the model down now a bit. So let's go here. What we're gonna do is just go here to the top and add something like 10%. All right, bring her down and also do the same thing to the video. Oopsies. There we go. Let's add an ease in and out to the swing. Ease in, out. And I'm gonna make it something like 3 seconds. I want this to be extremely subtle. I'm gonna copy this and add it here as well. Oh, to the swing. Here we go. Let's see. All right, so very, very subtle. Nothing too crazy motion-y. There we go. So now the last step, if you want, you can add a nav here on top. You can add whatever else you want, but this is the basic effect. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm gonna be close to finishing the JavaScript project. So I'm gonna start sharing, I'm gonna probably do a video on an in-depth video of all the projects that we're gonna build out, so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, so that's coming soon. I'm excited to finish it so I can stop programming. Yes, exciting times are coming. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. I haven't washed my hair. Take a look. I look like... Can I have $1, sir? Please? Okay. We can go douchebag mode. Or we can have like a train conductor in the 1800s. Well, I have, you know, back in my days, we used to ride horses. We had no trains. The youth of today doesn't know what we were struggling with. So I went with my wife Jolene back in the day, just riding the horse. All right, see you in the next one.